Microscopic Milton is very small indeed. He lives in a clock on the mantelpiece in the parlour of a house that belongs to a lady named Mrs. Witherspoon. No one knows he's there, apart from Milton's friend Douglas, who spends most of his time asleep in front of the fire, and, of course, you. It was a very quiet sort of a day. Douglas was enjoying a peaceful snooze by the fire, and Milton was reading a very good book all about giants. "It's very quiet," sighed Mrs. Witherspoon to herself as she stared out of the window. "I sometimes miss having someone to talk to." Douglas pricked up his ears. "Woof," he said. "Oh, Douglas," said Mrs. Witherspoon, "of course you're a wonderful friend, but unfortunately you can't talk, can you?" Douglas had to agree. "I know," she said. "I'll buy a parrot." "A parrot," said Milton as they walked into town. "I don't like the sound of that at all. Nasty, flappy, squawky, pecky things." "And I'm allergic to feathers," thought Douglas. "Now, this is a magnificent bird. Beautiful plumage, don't you think, madam?" said the pet shop man as he showed Mrs. Witherspoon a particularly large parrot. "He is rather handsome," she replied. "I'll take him." "I don't like the way he's looking at me," said Milton. "What do you suppose parrots eat, anyway?" "By the look in his eye, I would say large, shaggy dogs," thought Douglas. "I think I'll call him Polly," said Mrs. Witherspoon that evening. "How original," thought Douglas as he lay in front of the fire sulking. "Now, Polly," she continued, "I'm going to teach you how to speak." "Who's a pretty boy, then?" "Pretty Polly, pretty Polly." Mrs. Witherspoon tried and tried, but the parrot wouldn't say a word. Eventually it was time for bed. "Never mind," she said, "we'll try again in the morning. Good night, Polly. Oh, and good night, Douglas." Just then the parrot jumped from his perch and began to fly around the room. Milton ran for cover and Douglas hid behind a chair. The parrot landed on Douglas's head and nipped him hard on the nose with its horny beak. Milton acted quickly and hurried to his larder to fetch a peanut. He ran onto the mantelpiece and whistled as loud as he could to attract the bird's attention. Milton thought for a while. "I have an idea," he announced, and disappeared into his clock, only to reappear moments later with a huge sack of peanuts. "He seems to like these," said Milton. Douglas was mystified, but Milton seemed to know exactly what he was doing. All night long, Milton taught the parrot to speak, rewarding him with a peanut whenever he repeated a word. In the morning, Mrs. Witherspoon couldn't wait to see her new pet. "Good morning, Polly," she said as she rushed into the room.
"Good morning."
"How wonderful," she said. "You can talk." The parrot could indeed talk, thanks to Milton. In fact, the parrot wouldn't stop talking. Eventually, Mrs. Witherspoon couldn't stand it any longer. I can't stand it any longer," she screamed. "It's driving me mad." And she immediately took the parrot back to the pet shop. That evening, Mrs. Witherspoon was gazing out of the window. "It's so quiet and peaceful here," she sighed. "Lovely, isn't it?" Milton agreed and settled down to finish his book. And Douglas flopped down in front of the fire for a very quiet snooze.